by customizing a page, the Microsoft Business System is extremely configurable at a user level. And I'm going to show you right now how that works. So we're going to take a look at a sales order just as an illustration. Now, every business system is going to have a sales order in it. The main difference between another business system and the Microsoft Business System is that Microsoft is trying to make one screen work for a particular job function. So if we take a look at the sales order, just from an overview standpoint, you're going to have an order number, you're going to have a customer, he's going to want it on a particular day, and there's going to be a PO, hopefully. Then, I'll just collapse that. Then you're going to have a list of things, products or services that you're going to sell him, quantities, prices, also very standard. What is different in the Microsoft system is that from this one screen, you can see who you invoiced it to, where you shipped it to, foreign trade, different currencies, and prepayments. So these are all collapsible and expandable tabs. You'll also have the capability of adding and removing more fields. So I've kept this very simple here, but there are actually lots of fields that are tucked away. And the same thing exists on the line levels. So when we look at all of these different lines, if I didn't need length, for instance, I just right-click and I choose a column, and I could remove that from the screen, making it simpler and easier to use. You'll also see that there are other functions up top. This here is the ribbon. It should look similar to your Office products, which are Word and Excel and Outlook. What you can do with them is you can create your own tabs, thereby embedding your business process directly into the software. This also makes it easy for the average user getting up and running. So instead of trying to navigate between 50 different menus, I've now, for this particular customer, made it very simple. First thing they do is they push a button that will import the sales order from Excel. That's easy. Second thing they'll do is they'll print their production paperwork. That's easy. And then they might take a look at the planning worksheet, which is their MRP. Tells them what to buy, what to make. The next, they'll run the production scheduler. And the next thing they'll do is they'll ship an invoice. So in a traditional ERP, you would have had to open up 4 or 5 different windows in order to do this particular job functions, or these separate job functions. But the Dynamics system allows us to add these buttons in a particular process, a sequence, and it's fairly simple to do. What you need to know is how to click on Customize here, and I can customize any element of the page or the ribbon. So if I go down, I'm just working on this new form process, you can see here. These are all of the available menu options. These are all the options that I currently have. There's lots and lots of different options. So let me put in a create inventory pick. Maybe that's a part of my overall business process. So I click here where I want to add it. I click add. It adds it into the menu. And it's at this point that I can make it a big icon. And I can move it up in the sequence, maybe right there. So I click OK, and the screen transforms automatically, and I've added a button into the menu which represents perhaps my new business function. You'll also see on the right-hand side the ability to drag and drop documents, as well as you can add in fact boxes, which means that you don't have to go to a different screen to see, for instance, the posted invoices for this customer or the product availability. So hopefully this gives you an idea of some of the flexibility and functionality that exists within the business system in terms of being able to customize or tailor these pages specifically. The other aspect of this is that you don't necessarily have to start from scratch. Microsoft provides over 32 different role centers. So what's a role center? Let's take a look at, right now this is a role center for a project manager, in which I would see maybe upcoming invoices, work in process that I need to post, and a list of customers and workflow notifications. I'm going to go ahead and change this particular role, and it's going to change the look and feel of my entire system. So if I move this to, let's go to a bookkeeper. We'll see how very different that is. So this role center that is provided with the Microsoft system, it pre-configures the screens, making it easier to use to get up and running, as well as it provides security. So the bookkeeper is someone that obviously deals with the books, it's financial based, and now the screen is totally transformed. It's going to have things like purchase orders due today, vendors on hold, purchase orders that require approval, sales orders require approval, bank reconciliations to post, and you'll see that the ribbon has changed up top to the things that they might care the most about, as well as on the side menu. Here's a list of approvals, posted documents, etc. So these role centers, if you're relatively new to the Dynamics product, they were introduced in 2009, and they dramatically improve the overall usability, and a great place to start. You just pick what your job function is, and the screens will transform automatically, at which point you can go ahead and start customizing and tailoring those pages.